Hello, and welcome to another finite, sweet, sweet dreams are made of these. Pokemon Battle, Wi-Fi, Aurus, the finest of battling right here. I swear, I'm gonna start incorporating some different Pokemon into my battles because I'm starting to notice. You know, I can't be using the same Pokemon every goddamn fight, you know? That's... So, I just made this modest Charizard Y, like yesterday. No, it's like over a few days, because I didn't feel like trudging through it. I kind of just EV trained him the other day, finished him off. Food for thought, if you put Pokerus on your Pokemon before you EV train them, then you can be done with that shit a lot faster, as well as giving them the vitamins of the stats that you want boosted. So this is that information that'll really just, you know, get you, it'll just get you through life. It'll just get you going. Anyways, let's start the fucking battle. Put a little music on, a little tiny bit. A little tiny bit, right? Keep it spicy. Keep it spicy over here. So, he's got his Caesar, I've got my Weavile. Clearly I can't do shit to this thing. I don't know if Weavile learns Fire Punch for some stupid reason, but I don't think he does. Look how much this resisted Bullet Punch did. I mean, my Zapdos is just max speed, max special attack. It's, you know, it's not really... You know, it's not really meant for taking hits. But I scarfed the Zapdos because I was like, yo, dude, I need a Scarfer. Scarfers will win you battles. So he switches out to his Flubber. I Volt Switch up in his Twat. Her Twat. Excuse me, that actually makes a lot more sense. Being politically correct there. Politically correct. Switch out to my Sylveon, knowing a lot of people don't really fear Sylveon. When they see Sylveon come out against a Goodra, they kind of don't really get scared. So I'm not afraid of this Sludge Bomb. It's not Stab. I've got the Assault Vest. I know Goodra's got some special attack, but it's good to have quick attack for those Goodras. So those fuckers are quite annoying with their special defense. So I go ahead. That does nothing. Hit it. You know, pixelate. Caesar's bulky. Switch out to my Donphan, knowing this fucker can't do shit to my Donphan. And this is gonna sting, but Donphan's like, nigga, I don't be caring. He's like, you know, however Donphan sucks. This guy ran Protect on like every Pokemon he had in this battle, which was starting to get to me. But the good thing about having Protect, your opponent having Protect, is you can kind of work with them. Now, I didn't really use Donphan too great in this battle. I should have, you know, go for an EQ here. And for some reason, I don't know, I start thinking to myself, like, oh, what if he's got Roost? What if he's got this? I really shouldn't play like that. I don't know if I EQ again here. I knocked off thinking maybe he'd switch out. And that was really stupid, because this Caesar, like I said, proved to be quite the issue. Quite the issue. Even though I got Heat Wave on my Zapdos and Flamethrower on my Zard, you know. So I switched out to my Zard. I'm like, fuck it. He can take a Bullet Punch, right? Look how much that does. That still does a pretty good chunk for being resisted. Because Caesar, you know, he doesn't give a fuck, you know. He's got his Boombox. He's got his Boombox out. So he kind of prematurely sent this thing out, getting the sand up, but I'm gonna Mega Evolve now. And be like, sand? What's the sand to a fucking sunstorm, nigga? What? Dog bars, nigga? Oh, shit. So, yeah. Apologize if the lighting is worse than it usually is. I'm doing this at daytime. I'm becoming a day person more than a night person. You can get shit done in the day. So I switch out, because I don't want to take a rock move to the dome. Oh, I thought he was gonna actually, I don't know. I thought he was gonna set up his stealth rock. So I got my Weavile out here. I do something real real fucking stupid here. I low kick. He scouts for the low kick, right? I go for a knockoff, expecting him to switch out, seeing the low kick. But he told me later he didn't even see the fucking low kick. I don't know what I was doing. I should have just went for a low kick again. Because now he switches out. But he tells me he didn't even see it. So, I don't know. Really pisses me off. And I'm like, wait, he's going to have... Every time... Hindsight's 20/20. Every time I think to myself, you know how many times my Weavile goes down to a Rocky helmet when he's sashed at the end? So, whatever. Weavile's gone. Don't look in the past. This is my wall breaker. My wall breaker right here. Look how much that does, man. And I never have an easy time with Mandibuzz. Ever. Fucking ever. That thing just trashes my team. I've gotten 6-0'd. So he foul plays. I don't have any attack anyways. So, foul play, if you didn't know, uses the attack you have with their power. Yada, yada, yada. Don't know if I'm explaining it right. He goes down to that tri-attack. Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. We're in this. I'm looking at the Caesar like, holy shit, I should switch, but I should have just... I didn't switch. Oh, good. Oh, okay. Here. I was trying to commentate this before, when it was fresh on my mind. But yeah, so I sack him off there, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I'm going to start flamethrowing. No more predicting, no more switching out, no more this and that. Flame this Umbreon. Look how much this flame... This is why I run Modest. I mean, it's good to run Jolly and Timid for speed, but look how much this does. Modest. Oh my god, dude. Look how much this does. I catch him with that. He's gonna fucking toxic me here, which is fucking really annoying, which I kind of knew was gonna happen. But I was like, you know what, I need to start taking care. I'm like, you gotta get to the point where you're just like, I'm going to start killing things. I'm not gonna sit here waiting for things to happen, waiting for this, waiting for that. I think I predict, okay, see, that's what messed me up. I knew... Well, I guess the roost wouldn't have mattered at that point, but... So, he doesn't get the double protect. Thank God. Umbreon's out of the way. Roast Umbreon. Roast Umbreon for you. He's already pretty cooked looking. But, shiny Umbreon. Props for that. I do like the way that looks. And if I would have known... If I would have been more confident on how much... that solar beam would have done a nice chunk. So I sack off my Donphan here for a free switch. So I'm like, alright, Donphan, it's good to keep death fodder, people. Keep death fodder. Save a Pokemon with like no HP. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's good for that safe switch into that poke you do want to use. Go on to Zapdos here. Obviously he's gonna switch. So what do? You Volt Switch, because then you get the switch initiative on that fucker, you know? He goes out into his flubber. Here. I Volt Switch. It does dip dog, dip shit, resisted, and special wall. Like, oh Jesus, there's so many special walls that came out with X and Y. Look at one. There's one right there. A fairy special wall. I can't wait to see some new Eevees. I'm obsessed with the Eevees. Here, what I should have done, knowing he was going to do that, I should have gone for a Hyper Beam. Because that Hyper Beam, look how much this does. That Hyper Beam would have cleaned him. I would have had no more Caesar to deal with. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20, like I said. So I'm thinking to myself here, like, fuck. Would have absolutely loved to be done with that Caesar right now. But, you know, of course, it's good to have Volt Switchers and U-Turners. I don't really have too many U-Turners, just on, like, my Mega Caesar. Not fire types coming in. You U-turn right out, like, hey, I'm out. Volt Switch through this thing, does nothing. Does dip shit, dub dick little, dub doop deep, dub a deep doop, bep, beep, beep, beep. Coming back into my Pokeball. Go back out into my Sylveon here. And I'm just like, okay. He's noticing his Caesar is getting weak, and Caesar is whooping so much ass in this fight. Luckily, I haven't gotten poisoned, so this Moonblast does dick shit. Well, it didn't do awful, but I quick attack, just so he can't get off another move. Boom. Get that nigga out of here. Get him out of here. He's drunk. Get him out of here. He's drunk. Time to go, Gudra. Your wife is calling. We called you a cab. So, I figured I need to sack off my Sylveon here. I didn't want anyone to take any more damage. I'm kind of running low on Pokemon here. Played a little sloppy. If I would have gotten rid of that T-Tar, I had a chance to get rid of that T-Tar, and that really pisses me off. Sometimes I put too much, like, on the focus. Sorry, I put too much, like, emphasis on keeping my sash unbroken, and that's just kind of like a, it's like a defense not defense mechanism, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the thing Batman has against the Justice League? Contingency plan. There you go. It's a contingency plan that you need. Okay, so I'm not even talking about. So I get the para here, which is so important because all I got is Charizard and this fucker left. And he goes down, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Zapdos. If I had gotten the fully para right there, I would have been good money. But, okay, but now we can worry because, look, I've got the Solar Beam for him, and I've got the Soul Beam for that fucking Blastoise. Bad move here. Got a little ahead of myself. Should have roosted right there. Should have roosted right there. But, you know, wasn't playing as sharply as I should have been. You know, so the Blastoise comes out. I'm assuming he's also got, you know, I'm assuming he's also got Protect. So he switches him in. Look how much that Solar Beam did, man. Modest. I'm telling you, modest nature, adamant nature. Go with that. It kills things. I mean, it's good to have a couple of speedy dudes in there, but for the most part, you want to punch holes in Pokemon, you need that attack power. So I knew the Scald wasn't going to do too much in the sun. Still fucked me up. But the real thing that's fucking me up is that Toxic. That's really bad. The Toxic here. So he doesn't have Protect on this Blastoise, which is amazing. And the problem is, he was thinking his back was against the wall, my back was against the wall. He's like, you know, I need to save my T-Tar to get that, to get rid of that sun, bring the Sandstorm back out. And, you know, the sun is, you know, the sun is, you know, what is the bread and butter of Charizard. Why, you know? So he protects. I knew he was going to do that. I roost. Just because the toxic damage is just like racking up. Also, I have to deal with the Sandstorm damage now too, which is fucking stupid. Is this T-Tar? I make a misplay here. Even though it didn't really matter, I should have gone for the EQ here. Because, you know, my son was gone, so this would have taken too many turns to do anyways. I mean, it didn't really matter because he got off a double protect anyways, so it didn't matter. Good game, Rory. Fucking shit. That was upsetting, but, you know, you're not gonna win every fight. At least it was a good battle, you know. I don't mind. It doesn't feel as shitty as, like, getting 3-0'd. You know, something silly like that. Like, it's great when it's down to the wire. You could at least say, like, wow, at least, like, I made a shitload of misplays and just, my problem is I need to take, like, an extra second or two to really think about, just really think about what you're gonna do. You know, just really not rush into a move. You know, there's a lot of things, and don't always try to predict them. Don't, you know, that'll fuck you over too. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this battle. Subscribe, or, you know, or go on with your life just watching these other mediocre PokeTubers. Alright, bye-bye.